When I was a kid, there was a DOS program. I think it was called Alice. It was terrible by today's standards, but what I do remember about it, and why I remember it to this day, was that it was a learning program. Through conversations, it would remember things, and it would build a database where we could ask it questions, and it could give us answers based on what we had already told it. Fast forward to the present, and we are in a very different time as far as artificial intelligence, where the database is now practically the entire internet. So today I want to talk about this phenomenon and how it can be used to aid language learning. First off, for those who are new to this channel, my name is Evan. This channel is all about language learning and discoveries made along the way. Recently in the news, there's been a lot of talk about a service called ChatGPT. Will it revolutionize communication? Will it destroy the world? These are great questions, and not questions we're going to solve today. What I specifically was interested in, the more that I read about this service, was practical applications of artificial intelligence to help language learners. For those of you who aren't aware or haven't had a chance to check out ChatGPT, essentially, it's just a chat box. There's a window where you can enter information and the system can talk back to you. You might think of it like a Google that can also think a little bit and analyze the information that it's reviewing. If all that sounds very technical, I just want to take a moment to show you just how easy some of these functions can be. So let's say you're studying Spanish related to a specific topic. You can ask for lists of vocabulary like this. And if you want to see those words in context, you can ask for sentences. After you've reviewed the material, you can reinforce what you've learned by making some quizzes, like this. What? All of this material can then be copied into other documents, formatted, written in your notes, or anything else that you want to do that would help your process. And if you want a conversation partner, you can tell it to speak to you in a certain language. And you can even set up a scenario. If you want reading practice, tell it to write you a short story. If you want to learn about cultures and countries, ask it about it. Tell it to summarize that for you. I've really only just touched on a few basic operations here, but there are really a lot of possible applications and things that this could be used for to help in your process. I will tell you that this is far from perfect, and they even admit in their disclaimers that it may return errors. So keep that in mind, but start thinking about the future, because I don't think a tool like this is going to go away anytime soon. But we are definitely in an interesting time as far as technology is concerned. ChatGPT is accessible right now for free. I'll go ahead and leave information in the description as far as how you can get to it. There is also a paid version that promises a little more stability during heavy traffic. If you have played with ChatGPT or other forms of artificial intelligence and you have additional tips and tricks, go ahead and leave those in the comments. I'd love to hear what your experience has been. And that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and do that as well, and we'll see you next time. Hasta luego.